YouTube is in easy mode. Okay, let's see what this is all about.
Hey guys, my name is Rob. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to meet you if you're new.
Nice to meet you.
If you're over 40 and you're just thinking about getting into YouTube, even just a little bit, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now is the best time to do it. It's not going to be next week or next month. It's going to be getting more and more competitive on YouTube. So you should definitely start right now if you're thinking about it.
There's never been a better time. YouTube is pushing out content from new creators who are over 40, just getting into it. And you need to take advantage of that now if you're interested in having your own YouTube channel, even if, I mean, there may be things that, reasons you have for not doing it. There's a lot of hurdles that people sometimes tend to put in their own way.
But yeah, there are plenty of older people watching YouTube, and YouTube content for people over 40 is getting more and more popular. So right now there is plenty of opportunity to be successful on YouTube.
I'm here to try to help you with those. So what's going on? YouTube right now, well, YouTube is huge. It's absolutely huge. The videos that you watch, so your YouTube, like if you have an account that you log into when you watch YouTube, the YouTube you see is completely different from the YouTube that anybody else sees.
Yeah, because of the YouTube algorithm. YouTube algorithm is getting better and better and serving to people exactly the video that they want to watch. So the YouTube that you see on youtube.com or the YouTube app is different from somebody else that have other interests, right?
There may be the odd video here and there that's the same, and that would only make sense, you know, if you have the same interests as somebody else. But what I'm trying to say is YouTube has become very good at serving their audience with videos that they think they want to see. They're really good at that and getting better. So one of the reasons that people who want to start a YouTube channel maybe don't, especially if they're older, is that they think it's a young person's game.
Yeah, plenty of younger generation on people. There are plenty of younger people on YouTube, right? But there are also plenty of older people on YouTube as well. So there's a market for everybody. And the market of older people on YouTube is growing and growing. And it's going to be much, much better in a couple of years for older people content on YouTube. So you should definitely get into it if you're thinking about it.
You know, people who are in their 20s, even 30s, but certainly 20s and teens, they've grown up with YouTube. They've had YouTube basically their whole life. They probably made videos when they were kids and they think nothing of talking to a camera, which can be something that's very difficult for a lot of people to do who are my age and older. Just not something that we did when we were kids, right?
True.
But it's a skill that you can learn. And it's not that hard.
If you're starting YouTube right now, there are plenty of skills that you are going to have to learn and improve over time, right? But you can start today and post consistency a little bit, working on your different skills that you need to be successful on YouTube. You need to come up with better title, better thumbnail, getting good at speaking in front of a camera, right? Getting good at telling stories, being entertaining, engaging, providing information and education or inspiration to your audience. You need to learn about editing, about how to optimize your YouTube video, etc. But that you can learn over time. If you start today, you can improve over time. And over time, you will find the success that you want.
And I can help you with that. But yeah, so my point with the age thing is that YouTube is different for everybody. So the YouTube that, you know, little Johnny, who's 18 years old, opens up and the videos that YouTube recommends to him to see are not the same ones that are going to be recommended to you if you're over 40. Right? You probably have totally different interests. I mean, we're not just talking about the age, but interests as well, right?
That's true.
You've got different interests than somebody who's 18.
Mm-hmm. And not only you have other interests, but you also watch another style of content, right? If you look at the popular YouTuber, which is Mr. Beast, he make content primarily for kids, for a younger audience. So it needs to make fast cuts, very contrasted content, very fast-paced, very fastly edited, and it's totally different than people talking in front of a camera directly, just like in this video, right? With very little to no editing, which appeal to a much older audience then.
So
you need to adapt the content that you're creating for YouTube to your target audience. If you're targeting younger people, then you will need something more fast-paced. And if you're targeting an older audience, then you need to adapt your content to appeal to your target audience.
now there's a few different things that I want to talk about that kind of help back this up and what might help you get into this and kind of drive my point home that now is the right time to do this. One thing I want to talk about is the equipment needed to make videos. So 15 years ago, and even longer ago than that, you would have had to spend a small fortune to make the videos in the quality that you see them now.
Yeah, right now you only need your phone, basically. You can start with the microphone that's on your smartphone and the camera that is on your smartphone as well, and film yourself talking in front of your phone, and you will be totally fine. You can just start like this. And then over time, once you become more successful, once you can earn money from YouTube, then you can reinvest the money into getting better and better equipment. But for right now, you just need your phone to start.
That you can now make with your phone and maybe a wireless mic like I've got on here, but even that's not necessary to get a good audio. You could use a lav mic if it's windy. Well, yeah, I'm kind of talking in circles here, but my point is a barrier to entry may have been the cost of getting the equipment that you need to make good videos, right? That barrier is, well, I mean, there's still some costs, but more often than not, you may already have a camera that's good enough. If you have a mobile phone that's newer than, say, 5, 6, even 7 years old, you have a camera that's good enough to make YouTube videos. Yeah, I mean, even totally a 10-year-old phone has a good enough camera to make a YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, it's more important that the audio be good than the video anyways.
That's true. A lot of people watch YouTube video and only listen to the YouTube video, right? They only listen to the people talk, to the podcaster talk, for example, or to a talking head in front of the camera. They don't really watch. So the audio quality is much, much more important than the video quality.
But even that said, you can still make 4K videos on a phone that's,
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend starting out with 4K because the files are really big. It takes a long time to edit, a long time to upload, and it's not necessarily what's gonna make your channel successful or not. So you start with 1080p and you will be fine. Full HD, basically.
Over 5 years old without too much difficulty. So there's that. So let's talk about equipment for a second. So if you've got a phone that has a camera in it, a video camera, then like what I'm using here today is my phone. It's a 2-year-old iPhone with a wireless mic. So that did cost me a few $100. But the only reason I'm using that is because it is windy today, and that helps, especially with this little thing on the top here, the dead cat. It helps cut down on the wind noise. Okay, and it's a really good quality mic.
Yeah, but you don't have to film in nature or in an exterior background, right? You can simply stand in your own room, in the comfort of your home, and make video right there, just like I'm doing right now. So that would be totally fine as well, and then you would only need your smartphone.
And audio is more important than video anyways, so I spent some money on a microphone. Other than that, the only other thing I'm using is a little handheld tripod that might have been $50, $60, I'm not sure. And that's it. That's all I'm using today to make this video. I will go back to my office and I will edit it with my computer, a MacBook. But you can edit videos on your phone if you want.
Yes, so as you can see, it's very easy to get into YouTube. The barrier of entry is not that high. So many people can get into YouTube, so it's very competitive. What you should do is improve your skill, improve your video over time, right? Get better at choosing title and thumbnail and coming up with great topic ideas, and then make sure the quality and the editing stand out. Make sure you put your own thoughts, your own experience, your own personality, your own opinion into your videos, and build an audience and a community around your YouTube channel. That's how you're gonna be successful.
I don't like to do that because I like a bigger screen. My eyes aren't very good anymore, so I need a bigger screen. But my point is, the equipment should not be an issue. If you have a phone already, you could even, if you don't want to get a wireless mic like this, you could spend $40 and get a lav mic that plugs into your phone with like a 10-foot cord or something that if you're just going to be holding your phone like I am here, that's all you need. Okay, so the equipment. Next thing I want to talk about, and this kind of ties into the age thing, is if you're over 40, you've got life experiences that younger people don't have. Okay.
Yeah, many people are interested in hearing what older people with more experience have to say, right? So that's, you could make your experience, your life experience, the topic of your video, right? Such as building a home, or getting a new job, or moving abroad, or starting a family, or any topic that you would want to talk about and share your experience that would be interesting to other younger generation.
You've got wisdom that you can share that people want to hear. People want to hear what you have to say, despite what a lot of people think. A lot of people think, well, who would want to listen to me? Well, probably somebody who's 10 years younger than you who wants to know what it's going to be like once they get to your age.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what we're talking about. We could be talking about, you know, having kids, having teenagers, when your kids get married, you know, whatever it is. If you're several steps ahead of somebody else, then you can talk about real life things that would help somebody else. You got life experience.
That's the most beautiful thing about the internet, about being a content creator, an influencer, a YouTuber, is that you can share your experience, share your knowledge, share your perspective, and help and serve other people that way, right? You can simply talk in front of a camera and help other people that way and make their life better, help them improve their situation. And that's basically the most beautiful thing about creating YouTube video. I truly believe so.
You have wisdom that you've learned over the years, and you can share that. And also, I mean, your audience, so, how do I tie this in? When we're talking about age, if you think that YouTube is only for the younger crowd, okay, those in their 20s or younger even, remember when I said that YouTube is different for everybody, depending on what you're interested in? There's more and more people over 40 getting into YouTube right now, and typically the videos they're making are not videos that somebody in their 20s are interested in seeing. It's probably somebody closer to your age.
Yeah, people watch people that are relatable on YouTube, right? Something that is like you, somebody that are your same interest, the same experiences, the same opinion, right? You want to find relatable content on YouTube, and plenty of content that is relatable is very successful on YouTube. So if you are over 40, you could generally also appeal to people over 40 that are starting a YouTube channel or just interested in what you are doing right now.
That wants to see your videos. So because of that, you know, you're not making videos for 20-year-olds. 20-year-olds are making videos for 20-year-olds.
True.
40-year-olds are making videos for 40-year-olds, right? So don't think that YouTube is just for the younger people. It's not. It's for whoever wants to use it. There are more and more people getting onto YouTube every day. Like it's growing so fast.
Yeah.
And probably the largest demographic that is growing right now on YouTube, and I have no stats to back this up, it's just a feeling, I should try to look it up, but
Yeah, he's thinking about it because he's over 40 and looking for content over 40 on YouTube, and YouTube is serving him content over 40. So that's totally understandable. If you are a kid and only watch kids content, then you will only see kids content on YouTube and you will think there are only kids content on YouTube, but that's not the case. There are millions and millions and millions of video every week, new video on YouTube every week. So there's everything, there's plenty of things for everybody on YouTube.
Is the older crowd, okay? Those who historically didn't grow up with YouTube, like me. I'm in my 50s, so people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s are getting into YouTube now. Even though YouTube's been around for 17, 18 years, they're just getting into it now, and they don't need to make videos to entertain 20-year-olds, okay? They can make videos on how to be a grandparent, how to invest for retirement, how to whatever, plan a funeral, how to write your will, you know, how to leave a legacy, right? Stuff like that. And that brings me to another thing, something else, another reason older people may want to create a YouTube channel is to leave a legacy. Maybe they're not interested in making money.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm sure if you have children or grandchildren at some point, then they would be interested in watching your longer self talking in front of a camera on a YouTube video. That would be very, very interesting to leave a legacy like this for your children and your grandchildren in the future.
Although you certainly can, you know, maybe the drive is to leave a legacy behind for, you know, their kids and grandkids and their grandkids to watch later on, well after you're gone. So that might be a bit of a morbid topic, but it's a reality, right?
Sense.
Like those may be some, you know, people may want to make videos like that and leave them for their family. So I think that's a great idea myself. But where was I? There was something else I wanted to talk about.
I do think it's a great idea.
Of course. I'm just going over the highway here. So I talked about me holding my camera on a tripod here, minimal equipment that I'm using. The other thing about YouTube today that's really helping it take off is the fact that there is much less demand for the highly produced or overproduced videos.
Yeah, there's not really much less demand, but there are also a market for videos that are not fast-paced edited or with a ton of editing and special effects. And this market is also growing. So that's what he means by that. There are a place for videos that are very little edited, that are not fast-paced, that are just sharing information in a relatable way. And this kind of market is growing on YouTube as well.
That you often see, or that maybe you've become used to seeing, okay? So 10, 15 years ago, when YouTube was just getting started and people were making videos then, it was the younger crowd making the videos, and they were spending tons of time on editing them in a fancy way with fancy transitions and
special effects.
Turn around, head back. Fancy transitions, lots of text flashing on the screen, cuts, you know, all kinds of things going on, like fancy editing techniques, which are hard to learn too, quite frankly.
And take quite some time to implement
so
also.
That's the way it used to be. People, I believe, now there's actually two parts of this. I believe people have become tired of those types of videos, but also what's probably more...
Yeah, they're not really tired. There are also a younger crowd that want to see fast-paced editing with ton of special effects, right? And would not watch a video like this, which is kind of slower pace and boring for them, right? But the market for this kind of video is also growing, so you can definitely make that type of video with very little to no editing and be successful as well.
Play is, if there's more and more of the older crowd coming online, coming onto YouTube, consuming and watching YouTube videos, I don't believe those are the types of videos that they're interested in. Not as much, anyways. They want information. They're not necessarily looking for, you know, entertaining vlogs and stuff like that, or Mr. Beast type videos, which
Yeah, exactly.
Granted, they will always get all, you know, the millions of views that they get because there's, you know,
still a younger crowd, still a lot of younger people watching that kind of content on YouTube, and the majority of people is still young on YouTube, right? But they are getting older and older, and the older crowd is also interested in watching YouTube more and more. So the market is also growing. So you don't need to have fast-paced editing and spend a lot of time on special effects to be successful on YouTube right now.
a lot of younger people who also watch YouTube. But for the over 40 crowd, you don't have to do that. What is more in demand now? I hope that wind isn't too loud for you. It's getting windy here. What's more in demand right now is authenticity. Authentic videos.
Honesty,
just
relatable, etc.
Be yourself. Film yourself in a comfortable area. Like right now, I'm out walking on a trail and I'm talking to my phone, holding it up on a tripod. I walk on this trail quite a bit, so it's comfortable for me.
Yeah, it's also a good point to have some exercise. As you get older and older, you definitely want to keep a healthy body. Nourish your body with the best food that you can, organic food and fruits and vegetables, and also have some exercise. Take a walk, go for a run, do yoga, go to the gym, go for a swim, etc. You want to stay healthy so that you can live a long, happy, healthy life.
There's nobody around except for the cars driving by, probably thinking I'm filming them, but the camera's pointed this way. So yeah, this is authentic. I am not scripted here. I had a couple of points that I wanted to hit on in this video, and other than that, and I've got a title in mind for the video. It might change, but other than that, I set out to talk about this authentically, just sharing my thoughts. And that is the type of video.
And as you can see, this type of video is doing very well on YouTube also right now. So if you are aspiring to make that kind of content, then you should definitely get into it.
Video that those over 40 are more interested in, especially if it can help them with something. So in my case, I'm trying to help people get started with YouTube and trying to show you how easy it can be, and explain to you that YouTube is favoring these types of videos. Now again, whether it's YouTube actively favoring it or
YouTube is simply putting the right video in front of the right people. And as more and more people get onto YouTube and watch YouTube, as YouTube is still growing and is not going anywhere anytime soon, right? This type of content resonates with more and more people. So if a couple years ago it was only 10 or 100 people watching that kind of content on YouTube, right? Right now, there's thousands and thousands of people interested in that type of content because more and more people are getting into YouTube. So now it's definitely the great time to make a living from that kind of video on YouTube.
Or it's just the fact that there's more and more older people on YouTube, and that might be skewing the videos in that direction. You know, hard for me to say. I think the latter. Yeah, there are a ton of smaller creators just getting started and older creators blowing up on YouTube, right? They'll make their videos, they'll make several videos, like maybe even dozens, before they hit it big, but you know, the whole time they're getting better and better at talking to the camera.
Yeah, that's a good point. Keep in mind that it takes a long time to reach success on YouTube, to make money from YouTube, or to be a full-time job, to make a full-time job from YouTube, right? It takes many, many weeks, many, many videos. Not only YouTube has to recognize that your video you put out there are high quality and that people are interested to watch them, but you also have to improve your own skills, right? In the time frame that you upload one video after the other, you should definitely try to improve the video that you create. You should learn more about YouTube and try to make your video better and better, as good as possible, as good as you can. And that, of course, takes time. It takes repetition, it takes work, it takes discipline, persistence, and consistency to do that.
That's what I think is a more important skill than editing videos, is getting comfortable talking to the camera. That, to me, is the most important thing. If you can be comfortable looking at a camera and talking to it like it's a person,
I agree.
your friend, then
it will
yeah,
help you for the rest of your life doing that.
there will be less editing needed, first of all, because this video, for instance, I really don't plan on, I don't think anyways, I don't plan on editing it much at all. I don't think I'm gonna, it's one take, right? I think I had a couple of false starts at the beginning, but other than that, it's been one take. I've been talking for 10 to 15 minutes, whatever it's been. Yeah, so if I'm gonna leave that alone, there's really not much or any editing involved at all. That makes it a whole lot easier right there. So if you can make videos that are authentic, just you talking to the camera, get good at talking to the camera, practice it.
Yeah, that's probably the most important skills. If you're looking into making that kind of video, you should definitely be good at English or the language that you are hoping to produce a video in, and then getting good at talking in front of the camera and communicate and presenting things in a entertaining, engaging way for the people that want to watch your video. That's definitely the primary skill that you should improve while starting a YouTube channel.
Your target audience, if your target audience is like-minded people who may be interested in what you're talking about, so you may have to spend some time figuring out what you will talk about. If that's the case, YouTube can be very easy for you. And it only takes one video to blow up your channel, as what actually happened to me a few months ago.
Yeah, basically to get monetized on YouTube, to be able to place advertising on your YouTube video, to be able to join the YouTube Partner Program and do that, you need to have 500 subscribers and 300,000 watch hours on YouTube right now at the time of the video. And this is you're able to get this very quickly if one of your video blow up, right? If you post consistently and you find the right topic and the right video is great quality enough so that more people watch their video, then you can blow up your channel, get a ton of subscribers and a ton of watch hours from one video alone.
Yeah, one video that really resonates with a lot of people, and if YouTube notices that, they'll grab it and they'll push it out to a whole bunch more people.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you got a viral video, and all of your other videos can kind of piggyback on its success, and that'll give you a really good idea as to what you can talk about in future videos. After that. Okay.
By looking at your YouTube analytics, by looking at the number of views, the number of clicks that you get, looking at the retention throughout your videos, you can tell what is working on your YouTube channel and what is not working on YouTube channel, what resonate with your audience and what don't resonate with your audience. And so you can do more of what is working and do less of what is not working, so that you can improve your channel and get more and more people interested in what you are doing on YouTube.
Okay, so, but to get started, grab your phone, maybe upgrade your mic. It doesn't have to be this far of an upgrade. I think this is $250, something like that, which is a lot, but again, 40 bucks, you can have one that a wire attaches to your phone. And get yourself a little tripod that you can hold and walk. It really helps to be able to hold the camera. If I didn't have this, then where I'm holding my hand now, the phone would be way down here. So it helps to get the phone up a little bit higher. Hopefully I've been in frame for most of this, because I've actually been looking at the rear facing camera on this. It's a better camera than the selfie camera on my phone.
Yeah, that's a good point, that on your iPhone you should not use the front camera, which is way worse than the rear camera. So definitely look at the back of your phone while filming your video if you're using your phone.
But yeah, just practice it and you'll get good at it. And yeah, best of luck to you. Start that YouTube channel if you haven't yet. Let me know in the comments below if you've started one, and if not, what might be holding you back. Maybe I can help, or maybe some other people can comment and help as well. So with that said, I'm Rob the Maritimer. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Thank you, Rob. It was very interesting, very entertaining to watch. Make sure you subscribe to Rob. Make sure you like his video. And I hope you enjoyed the video with me today, guys. Don't forget to click here to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye.